Hello everybody, here again for my vlog-a-day for the 31st day of January 2012. I've really just realized how annoying it is when you're trying to get some kind of light in a video and have your camera up on top of your Mac here. It's mounted basically facing, trying to do a little cam shot here at the desk and not get the crazy catch light in my glasses. So if I hold my head like this, I can see, but it feels stupid. If I hold my head like this, you can see my eyes, but it also feels stupid. Just giving up and said to hell with it. We're just going to go ahead and live with the light like it is and go from there. I also had tried running the iPad down here next to me and using it as a light, and we'll see what it does here in a second. Clearly overpowers. That can be fixed, but I get this awful side light catch on my side of my glasses again. So pretty much I figured out I got to do something different with this. Most of my shots, luckily, I shoot these don't actually come from here, so not that big a deal. But again, I don't know. That's annoying the crap out of me, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I hadn't really gave too much attention to it, except I started playing with my external speed light for my camera today and started noticing a lot more of that little idiosyncrasies when it comes to where the flash is at to where it's going to look like. I also broke out my reflector for the first time, and I don't have a mount really. I need some kind of lights, I guess, from the back, shining back past my face, kind of off the side, hit the reflector and come back, or maybe even a light over here shining down on me to go through the diffuser. So I've got a giant 110 centimeter, I think, 5-in-1 diffuser / reflector, but I really didn't feel like putting a bunch of lights in here. I might just cheap out and go grab a few LEDs and throw kind of back in the background here to kind of give me a little bit of light and go from there. Not something I thought about. A lot of times I'll shoot these in the bathroom. My wife's home and she's already in bed trying to keep quiet, so I kind of hang out in that room. And that's the one that has that really awful, disgusting, kind of yellowish tone to it. A lot of that is, one, poor light bulb, and two, much more likely, my wife did not want a white ceiling in that bathroom. I have no idea why. Don't ask me. She also has this really crazy deep, you see in the background, burgundy red, almost blood red wall paint. So the ceiling is actually this really weird taupe-ish colored tan, and it just makes everything in that room look absolutely horrible, in my opinion, especially on camera. So the cabinet that sits behind me most of the time in there is actually a bright white laminate and bright white enamel paint. So it comes off clearly yellow in there, but that's almost all clearly from the poor lighting, the tungsten lighting that's in there, and also the yellow ceiling, or yellowish tan ceiling. But anyway, enough about the randomness of my lighting setup right here. So today was pretty much a pretty good day. Took my neighbor to the doctor again. She actually got in, saw her regular practitioner, I guess, her regular doctor, and we've now got another appointment scheduled for 10 days from now, and we also need to get in and see a urologist, a cardiologist, and there's something else. There's a third one, but all three of those doctors were out of the office and unable to make an appointment. So they're going to call me when they find out when those are going to be. The one of them is out as far as April. I do know that. Was really good. The fact that she said with the new medication they got her on, it's helping her sleep at night. Is really doing a great job. So she's got 2 good nights of sleep. Glad for her. I haven't got that much sleep. I've been really kind of worried about this. I don't know, not sure if she's going to be calling me again, that kind of thing. Want to make sure I'm able to be there for her. She says she has heard the voices a couple times since then, but she has told herself they're clearly not real and no big deal. So, other topic, I went ahead and actually did a little bit of playing around with my speed light, which I mentioned earlier. Took a handful of pictures of some weird stuff in my kitchen. There's a root baller, that kind of thing, no big deal. You can see on my other, I'm going to post a little bit bigger information on it. And then about 4:30 or so, a little after, about 4:15, I went out to the car, was showing my kind of update on my clamp mounts, all that kind of junk. And I got another random call from some jack off that's been calling my phone, I'd say probably for, easily 4 months, maybe 6 months now. It's random butt dialing. It's pocket dialing, or whatever you want to call it. Actually, there's my reflector that just fell over. That was the cat knocked into it. So it was actually, I'm going to move that because it's right next to that little floor heater. So, but clearly, as you can see, I don't edit. But anyway, he would call me from anywhere from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would just hear a bunch of random crap in the background, everything from what sounded like some fighting to just unaudible stuff. I've tried blowing whistles on the phone. I've tried pushing buttons again to pick it up. I finally, once about 3 months ago, actually got him to answer my call when I called him. And normally it goes straight to voicemail, and the voicemail's full, so I can't leave any messages either. And told him the fact that this is my number now. Whoever he thinks the number is not there. It's not me. And to take it out of his phone. Because if he gets that out of his phone, you can't butt dial, because nobody's going to butt dial a random, you know, the 10-digit number. It's just not going to happen. So, but when your number is in somebody's phone, it's easy to actually hit that one button and hit the send button very simply. So he won't delete the number, apparently. Just kept annoying the crap out of me. I would kind of put it off, and I finally said hell with it. I've contacted US Cellular. I've contacted everybody I can to try and figure out a way to block it on my phone. They say I can't do it. They say the only way they can do it is if I pay like $15 a month for Easy Edge, and then another like couple bucks a month for that service to block that number. I'm not willing to pay in the $15 to $20 range just to have some jerk off not call me. So anyway, I decided finally to go down to the police station. I called before to see if I could just get one of the officers to call the number and inform them, hey, what you're doing is technically a crime. You're annoying / harassing / threatening with these random calls. It could be some, you know, crazy man out there who wants to murder me. Who the heck knows? But anyway, finally got another call. I finally gave up on it. I got another call a couple days ago at like 1:10 in the morning. That's just a bunch of crap. So I went ahead, head down there today to file a police report. And on the way home from filing a police report, it was really kind of humorous. I actually got a phone call from somebody with the phone asking me if I knew whose phone it was. It was a pizza place in a town about an hour and a half from here, and asked me if I knew whose phone it was. And I told him I had no idea who the jerk off was on the phone, but he had my number under A home. This is how it's posted. So of course, anything with an A at the beginning is going to be at the top of the list. And I asked the guy to do me a favor, call him back, asking if he'd be willing to delete the number out. Don't know if he did or not, who knows, but hopefully between that Casey's Pizza employee and the police department, they'll be able to actually take care of it and get this jerk off to take my number out of his phone. So anyway, if it keeps going, I might go ahead and let you guys know the number so you guys can maybe call him at all random hours, day and night, to ask him to delete my number. So I hope that doesn't come to that. Hope we can solve this like adults, but after 4 to 6 months now, it's just getting really old and annoying. The only other thing, on the way to the police station, I actually found rather humorous. There was a large Chevy truck, 4x4, ahead of me. Guys got it, I believe, on Craigslist for sale. There's a truck looks similar to that in this town for sale, so I assume it's probably that guy's truck. But he came up to the intersection at 2 and 5, and clearly light was yellow. Decided not to hit the brakes, so I hit the gas, and then proceeded into the intersection. The light clearly went red before he made it in the intersection, and with loud exhaust on his truck, you could hear it. He really romped the throttle, not floored it, but gave it hell of a lot of gas to get through the intersection. And sitting directly across the highway from him was an unmarked maroon-colored Crown Vic Highway Patrol car. So he threw his lights on, did a quick U-turn, went back and pulled the kid over at the top of the hill. I'd actually turned left, going the opposite direction, but I don't know how long he was there, because by the time it took me the whole time at the police station, filling out the reports, waiting for an officer, he was busy, basically, I guess, transferring a prisoner to be traveled to another jail cell. So I was there quite a while. On the way back down home, which was probably half an hour later, that truck had looked like it had just pulled out of the block it pulled onto to pull over. Was a motel parking lot. It was actually pulling back out of that parking lot a half an hour later. So I'm going to guess the highway patrol probably did a little bit of other inspections on the truck, and I'm also assuming he probably got a ticket, because it usually doesn't take a half an hour to give a warning. So anyway, little warning to you guys out there, not all cop cars, especially unmarked, have to be white. So have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching all this junk and allow me to rant and rave here. And feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.